Hmm. Silksong breaks not only records, also these stores. Ha Xbox fans believe in Alinea analytics? Huh? What the hell? Let's talk about it. Oh, here we go.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Roomies trading people, orders in. All recent gaming, go, rates and pay top bean. Good morning, coming, moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Having my little itsy bit of coffee because I don't know why, but today the coffee came out short. But hey, it is what it is, right? But we got a couple things we got to talk about today that I really saw out there, and I was like, oh no, I can't believe I'm seeing this. I cannot believe I'm seeing this. Seriously, I'm just scratching my head. I'm like, do you guys like literally like this with these analytics? Something happened 2 months ago, and we all went out there. We all went to put up a fist fight. We all crushed this analytics, and nowadays you guys are like, yeah, it's good, huh? Okay. But either way, though, good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one, wishing you all a beautiful and an awesome Friday, chat. I didn't come on yesterday because I had to go get some blood work done, get some, some stuff done because at the end of the day, remember, I had a bad tummy ache on Monday. Leading into Monday, I was not feeling good. So I decided to get to do some blood work to see if something's going on in my tummy and anything. But the thing is that there is a virus going around that causes the tummy ache, causes several things, and I think I picked it up because after a couple of days, I'm starting to feel better. After a couple of days of taking medicine, I believe it was the salmon, right? But it took too long. It took like 3 or 4. I mean, still yesterday, I was still having a little bit of feeling in my tummy that I wasn't feeling too good. But at the end of the day, today I woke up this morning. I'm like, I can touch my tummy. No, nothing bothers me. So I feel like I'm doing pretty well. So after that, I'll get my results in today to see if everything's okay. Then sending it to the doctor because I got a quick appointment on Wednesday, right? I had to go in, get the quick appointment, and they said, okay, do the blood work. And next day, went out there, did my blood work. That's what I did. So chat, how are you guys doing? What's been cooking? Because hell, yesterday was a beautiful day, chat. We all saw. Jay Reezy, how you doing, man? Good morning. Hey, Poom Gaming, what's up? How you doing? Mm. So, Jay Reezy says, glad you're feeling better. Thank you for that, man. And what's up? How you guys doing? So, like I was saying, yesterday was a crazy day. We had a crazy event because, of course, when I missed the show, all the crazy things happened. Hollow Knight came out and broke records. I mean, not only broke records, it also broke the store. It it was just funny stuff. I mean, I was laughing my ass off with this. Louis, you probably eat too many burrito with beans. Nah, Plum, that wasn't it. I don't know. Like it was a weird feeling I had on Sunday, like towards the afternoon, because I ate some sushi, and I took a bite out of the sushi that had like a weird taste that had a salmon on it. So I think it was that. But the thing is, it took me 3 or 4 days to recover. And I'm like, I haven't gone to the bathroom after like 2 days. So I don't understand what's going on because literally I emptied out my stomach. I think I lost like 10 pounds between Monday and Tuesday. No joke. But yeah, now I'm starting to feel better. So I'm pretty cool. So here we go, Jacob Novik. What's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? I swear, people are so dumb. So Spirit wanted to direct Call of Duty movie with full control of it over it. Activision was reportedly scared of wanting full control over it and made a deal with Paramount. Oh no, I am sick too, Louis. Oh no, Bloom, get better, brother, man. I hate being sick. It's one of the most annoying things in the world when you get sick, especially if it's in the tummy area. If it's in the hair area, I can deal with it a little bit, but when it comes to the tummy, you cannot fight this. Seroku, good morning. How are you, brother? What's up? How you doing? All comments, complaints are responded with why. I mean, look, all I gotta say is let's wait and see. Let's see how good it turns out. Is Steven Spielberg going to do it? Then they came out and said that was a fake thing. I mean, I remember a long time ago. I mean, I don't know if I'm wrong with this, but I remember that Steven Spielberg even wanted to do a Halo movie back in the day. I think he's been wanting to do like a video game movie nowadays, or so, I mean, for the past couple of years. So I don't know. I mean, if it's true or not, cool. At the end of the day, I just want the movie to be good. I want it to be great. I want it to be fun. Not like the Minecraft movie. Because hell, I watched it and I was like, huh? But okay. But either way, though, I just want the movie to do good, do great. I mean, I don't care who directs it. At the end of the day, if it's good, I'm happy. If it's bad, well, that's it. Put it over there. I mean, that's all we gotta do. Plume Gaming says Lenovo Legion Go versus Xbox ROG Ally X. Oh man, I just saw that this morning. You guys posted that. So yeah, of course we're gonna have a versus battle, but damn, that price, what was it, $1,100 or 1,200? That is gonna be mad, mad, mad expensive. Mad expensive. But chat, let's start off with some pretty good news. But in the end though, I gotta say, it's good news, but I wish they did better with this one. I wish they did better with this one because at the end of the day, though, the game released with a not a couple, but with some issues. And if the game did not release with some issues, because look, I knew that was going to happen from the very beginning. How did I know? Because they started off with the game saying, "Well, the multiplayer of this game is not coming." I said, "Uh oh, that's not that's not good news." But at the end, though, they did some pretty good numbers, not the greatest numbers, but it could have been better. It could have been better if the game came out in a better state. But hey, let's read about it. So Metal Gear Solid Delta Sneaks passed the 1 million sales in milestone first 24 hours. Nice, sweet. 24 hours, that's pretty cool. I think y'all would have pulled in 3 million if the game was better though. Konami has announced the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake, that beloved classic stealth action title, has reached 1 million copies sold. What's more is apparently they did so within the days of launch on 20th of August 2025. Pretty sweet, especially with nowadays all these games that are so packed between these days. Not joking you. I mean, look, we had Hollow Knight come out and literally break records. That was pretty cool stuff. Um, so Plume says it's gonna be 1,500 Canadian. Well, Plume, let me tell you something. I mean, I'm gonna say this as a joke though, but these past couple of days, I saw something get legalized over there. Yeah, you could get the cash that way if you want to, but yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I think Blue knows where I'm heading with this. I remember I said that news to the guys, and they were like, "Well, I'm going to go buy a house in Canada." This is better than selling rights always. 100%, Jacob. 100%, man. You're on the dot, Jacob. You're on the dot. So let's keep reading this real quick. The figures comprise shipments of the physical game as well as digital sales, according to the publisher's Japanese press release. We knew it had done well at physical retail at Japan, but it seems performing strongly everywhere. Though obviously we don't quite have how the numbers break down. Still, 1 million copies in a day is nothing to be sniffed at. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater brings back the iconic PS2 game at MGS3 with modern visuals, quality of life updates, and revamped controls. While technical performance has come under scrutiny, like I said, it has reviewed very well, including here at Push Square, awarding it a 9 out of 10. We call the game the best version of an undisputed title. But look, have you been enjoying MGS Delta on PS5? Go prone and on the PS5, on the Xbox, on all the systems it released. Why don't y'all put that? But okay, go put it in the comment section below. But look, at the end of the day, though, I'm happy. It got a really good number because look, I want this game to come back. I want this game to revisit all the other Metal Gears that are out there. I mean, I want to play Metal Gear One. I want to play Metal Gear Two again. I want to play Metal Gear Four, especially for all the freaking systems, not being locked down on a PlayStation exclusive thing. I want it to be played everywhere. I mean, I want this to happen. This is awesome stuff. This is awesome stuff. Full control will have mean that Activision nor Microsoft get a say, and sequels and spin-offs could be approved without Microsoft having a say. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But in the end, though, I mean, I had to ask my wife what she thinks about this. Yeah. See, Bloom gets it. Oh man, good jokes today. Good jokes today. Yeah, Jacob. Jacob. Remember one thing though, right? I mean, out there in Twitter world and everything, people are always gonna fight, complain, and just what you gotta do is, Jacob, you see it, take a breather, and say, okay, have a good day. I mean, that's all you got to do. Because look, they're always going to fight and complain no matter who does it, when it comes out, or whatever. It's never a happy place. I think the only time the internet got happy was yesterday. I mean, for the first time, like all the gamers united. And they were talking about one game, and that was Hollow Knight Silksong. Everybody went out there and purchased it. Everybody went out there and went nuts. I mean, that thing broke records. I'm not kidding you. I think that was like the most beautiful thing I saw. And of course, they drop in the Call of Duty news, and I see a lot of bitching, complaining, bitching, complaining, bitching, complaining, bitching, complaining. I mean, bro, let's just let the movie go out there. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how, if it's good or bad. I mean, let's go see how it comes out and turns out to be. I mean, we can't complain since the very beginning. I mean, shit. It's saying it's being now starting to be made. Uh, mm. Now, I mean, if I wanted a movie nowadays, I would have liked to have, Metal Gear Solid, yeah. And get what's his name on it? I mean, that guy would make a pretty good Snake. What's his name on it? Nolan. Is it Nolan? No, that's not Nolan. What's his name? The guy who did Batman, not Ben Affleck, the other one. I forgot his name. The one who almost killed someone in the Terminator Salvation movie. But oh yeah, I want him to do. I want him to do Snake. He'd make a pretty good Snake, I think. Though, does he have the voice though? Now, to be honest, man, listen. I will call David Hayter and say, David Hayter, I need you to get like you were back in the day with Guyver and do Metal Gear. That's what you got to do. Yes, let's go. All right. Metal Gear Master Collection exists. A Metal Gear Solid 4 would have been nice instead. 100%. Yeah, I mean a good Metal Gear Solid 4 would have been nice. But yeah, like I was saying, chat, happy to see these numbers that came out to be. I'm happy that the game's selling well, but if it was in a better state, it would have sold even more. That is the truth. And next time, devs, get to it, tackle it, and make it better. So Mr. Beast has said to wanting an open phone network 2026, gotta say I hate him. God, Jacob. Jacob, I don't want to be your most hated list. No, I don't want to be there, Jacob. Damn, Jacob comes out with the honesty. Jesus. Oh shit. Oh Lord. Oh man. Oh, Jacob, don't making me laugh early this morning. I'm too. Wouldn't surprise me if he makes a console match. No, we don't need that. No. Good morning, Louis, from a sunny Scunthorpe, UK. David Kelsey, how is UK going? Is it really hot? Is it really cold? I want to know because here, damn. I mean, listen, David, I gotta tell you something. Yesterday, woke up, went to get my blow work and everything. It was really cloudy. I mean, seriously, you're like, oh shit, it's gonna rain a shitstorm here, bro. It rained for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden the sun came out, and it was worse because the humidity started to come up. You should play Metal Eden, great Doom style FPS. Yes, I've been playing those games on the Xbox, man. I've been playing them. Oh, you're talking about Metal Eden, the new game they released. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Metal Eden. Yeah, I get it confused. Metal Eden with the Hexen games that are on there. I think there was like a metal one in there. But yeah, I gotta check that out. Metal Eden. I gotta check that one out. Yeah, gotta check that one out. And the sad thing is, it released with Silksong, pretty much. I mean, these games that got released with Silksong, my God. And not only that, I also heard that Silksong is like a 50-hour long game. I mean, like an 80, 90, 100-hour long game. Ah! Oh, Lord. Crazy stuff happening out there. So, let's see. Where should I go? I should leave the slander for last. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the slander for last because I got a couple things I gotta say about the whole Alinea analytics situation. Seriously, can't believe these guys. Out of all things, I gotta say it. The Xbox guys are moving the goalposts with this thing. I was like, what? Why are you guys moving the goalposts? I mean, that's a PlayStation thing. Don't start copying their behavior. Seriously? Oh Lord. But I'll get to that later. So let me see now. What is next on Crazy Louis' list? All right, we talked about Metal Gear. Let's see what's next. That's right. The sun is shining, but I can see black clouds in the distance. Oh man, David Keasley, do not go out there with the metal pole just in case it starts to rain. Don't go out there with metal poles because lightning has been striking a lot of people these days. Don't go out there with the metal pole. Unless if you're a Sony fan, then do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, David. I'm just kidding. I'm not that cruel. So, like, since we're on the topic of the Hollow Knight Silksong, like I said yesterday morning, I wake up in the morning, go to my blood work and everything. Like I said, I didn't do a show, and I see something was happening. I see that all of a sudden on Twitter, it's just boom, 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 starts to pop up, starts to pump up, starts to pop up. And then, man, all of a sudden I see that's you couldn't even buy the game. I was like, what the hell is going on? What's happening? So Silk Song comes out, guys. It comes out and it breaks every single store there is out there. I was like, no freaking way. That has got to be the craziest thing I have ever seen a game do. Why is it the craziest thing I've ever seen a game do? Is because everybody went in at the same time. They were like, literally, they were like this. They were sitting, pretty much looking at the time. Okay, let's do it with the watch, right? Not the cell phone. But they were like, oh, let me see. 1 second, 2 seconds. And they were right here with their mouse in hand. They had their mouse in the hand. They were just waiting, waiting, waiting. And when that hit that dot right there was 12, everybody said, yes, let's go get Silks on. Everybody charged in there. And a warning thing came up and said, nope, you cannot buy it. It seems like everybody instantaneously at the same time around the world hits the buy button for the game. Pretty fun stuff right there. And you know what's the funny thing though? And let me tell you something. This is where it gets hilarious, right? So after a couple of hours, you see that the number starts to rack up. Number starts to rack up. You see it climb 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 until it reached 535,000 on the dot. And what's funny is there was still, by the time it reached 535,000 people trying to buy the game and they couldn't buy it. I remember I was telling a friend that he was buying it on PC. And I remember telling him, bro, if you cannot buy it on Steam, you got the Xbox store right there. Go ahead and pick it up. And this is where I come by and say, Xbox, I mean, if you're starting to see tweets out there, people say, I cannot buy the game on Steam. It's being crazy. Xbox should have been right down the dot. Hey, come pick it up at our store. You can pick it up real quick, no problem. And I bet you a lot of people would have jumped on the store and picked it up on the PC store. I'm not kidding you, they would have done that. Because kind of funny, though, that while I'm telling you, my friend wanted to buy it from Steam, I was telling him, bro, go to the Xbox store and pick it up. It was like, I'm not picking it up at the Xbox store. I'm like, bro, it's on the Xbox store. Go pick it up. So while I was doing that, I got home around by 2:10, right? Because I ran to the office real quick, after I did my blood work and everything. Came back home around 2:10 because, I had a meeting to go at 3. I came up the stairs. I mean, not the stairs, the elevator. Sat down on my Xbox, turned it on, and chat. And under, like, literally a minute, I already had the game installing. And in a minute 30, I already purchased the game because it's the Play Anywhere title. For the price it is, hell, it's fair. I like that it's in a really good price. So yeah, I purchased it because it's a Play Anywhere title. One of the benefits we have as an Xbox user. So hell, let's get it, let's purchase it. And I did that under minute 30 while those guys spent 3 hours trying to buy it on Steam. Pretty funny stuff, huh? Hmm. Yeah. So like I was saying, it breaks records. It hits 535K. And man, I cannot wait to see those numbers come in because hell, it's crazy. And so, like I was saying, it broke the stores, and here is the news about it. I mean, everybody saw it, but either way, though, I will show you the news on how it broke the store. It's kind of interesting. So here we go. Okay, let's get this. So right here, baby, Hollow Knight Silksong launches. Get down the Guardian. Hollow Knight Silksong launch crashes online stores, online gaming stores. That was a pretty fun stuff. Hugo Lim now 600 current players, more than 550K already. What? No way, Hugo Lim. You gotta be nuts. No, no, you Hugo Lim, you're kidding me, right? No, that can't be true. No. Definitely would try. Says Jacob. No, Jacob, we don't want that to be tried. No. I mean, let's see if we wanted to do the Ben Franklin thing with the kite though, but still, I wouldn't recommend it because lightning is pretty intense these days, you know. Oh Lord, I gotta check that out. So, like I was saying though, right, the game comes out, Steam with Nintendo eShop and PlayStation Store among those that crashed on Friday, unable to cope with demand for the Australian-made game. Damn. An Enigmatic 3-member game developing team from Adelaide, I don't know if I said it right, has created chaos on global online gaming platforms. Ah, sweet. A little $20 game has created chaos, which is something that's interesting. And I keep telling you guys, y'all love your AAA titles. This generation, you know what I learned so much is to love more and more the indie titles because for me, the indie titles are making way more interesting games than the big old AAA titles. That's the truth. I mean, of course, there's some big AAA titles I want to play. Cool, sweet. But in the indie development, though, like I was telling you guys about Phonic Gun, Bitmap Beru, all those guys are making sweet games. Look at RoboCop. Amazing. I mean, can't believe how much I love RoboCop. So, let's go. Steam and other major storefronts, including Nintendo's eShop, PlayStation Store, and Microsoft Store, crashed on Friday. On Friday? It wasn't Thursday, though. I mean, you guys are. Oh, man. David Kilsley says, it's a shame, but I sat down to play the new No Man's Sky Community Expedition on my Series X. Unfortunately, too buggy to play. Does the same thing on my Series S. No, David Kilsley, no! They need to fix that sucker. I hate them when they put stuff and break things. I was wondering about this game. It was on my Steam page last night. Ah, you wondering about this game? Well, I mean, I don't know if you played the first one, Dodgeman, but the first one right now, I think as it sits, it's only $15. And you should give it a go. If you can purchase them both, it's only $35. I mean, I saw that in the Xbox store, and it's a pretty good game. People really talk about it. I remember back in the day, some people were telling me about it, but I couldn't follow up. But what I saw when they were talking about it, I went out there, did some research. I saw that the game sold 15 million copies back in the day. I said, I got to give this one a try. And so the second one came out. I purchased the second one. I purchased up the first one. And man, I'm ready to go with this game. It's really that good, Dodge, man. It really is. It's a simple indie game, you know, having fun hack and slash. And it's also, they call it the Little Souls game, I think they call it. The game's released triggered widespread outages, with thousands of users reporting issues trying to buy the game in the first few hours of its release. See what I'm saying? Many were unable to complete purchase with error message persisting for almost 3 hours after the launch. And that was basically on Steam. I did read, Jacob. I did read. I think you were late when I did read. I already read what David Kelsley said. And I read what Dodge Man Gaming was saying. So, yeah. It's a 2D platformer type, right? Yes, sir, it is. Pretty sweet one, too. Not only that, the game, I got to tell you something. When I put on a Series S, my Series X, seeing on that TV and how smooth and how beautiful and how sweet the game is running, I'm telling you, this is top quality. No joke. It's top quality in a 2D platform. It's amazing. So let's keep going, right? Many were unable to complete purchases with every message persisting almost 3 hours after the launch. See what I mean? Y'all would have purchased on the Xbox server. Y'all didn't listen. The surge in demand was reflected on the troubleshooting platform Down Detector, where user reports spiked to 3,750 shortly after launch before gradually tapering off. Social media lit up with complaints and screenshots of error codes as frustrating gamers vented about the lack of pre-order options. One user called the situation ridiculous, while the others described it as stupid that no measures have been taken to prevent the bottleneck. I mean, I'll tell you what would have prevented it. If you guys would have seen the Xbox store, and what some of you guys would have divided in half and purchased over there and purchased over here. Because it was only the first few minutes, because amazing. After I left, to go do my blood work, I know the game popped up into Xbox and people were already playing it on the Xbox. Ah, simple and easy. Humble Bundle from another digital retailer briefly displayed a message stating that the game was unavailable due to the overwhelming traffic. Of course, a notice that later was removed once the issue was resolved. Despite the technical hiccups, within 30 minutes of going live, Steam reported more than 100,000 active players, suggesting many have managed to secure their copies. Hollow Knight was a developer by Ari Gibson, William Pellin, and Jack Vine. I thought we were going to say Jack Black, with music by Christopher Larkin, who comprised the Abilene-based indie studio Team Cherry. The game, which is set in a richly imagined world of insect warriors, has put a devoted following since its 2017 release and has reportedly sold more than 15 million copies worldwide. Oh, Lord. Lots of reading. The New York Times recently hailed the original Hollow Knight as a modern Metroidvania classic, complete with charming and detailed hand-drawn animations, difficult boss battles, and twisting secret-filled corridors. The original gained a cult following largely through word of mouth, but the anticipation for the sequel, which shift focus to Hornet, a sword-wielding princess who appeared as a supporting character in the original game, was such that the last seven other new games have delayed their launch in the past 2 weeks to avoid a clash. Wow. Including the Walking Sim Baby Steps and the technical role playing game Demon School, the New York Times reported. That's amazing. Bro, I gotta say something. This game really moved other games. That's pretty cool. The game's development was independently funded, but a delighted South Australian Film Corporation was quick to share in Team Cherry's global triumph on Friday, posting in LinkedIn. This small but mighty team of developers from Aberdale is a true world-leading talent that exemplifies the creative excellence coming out of South Australia. In a recent interview with Bloomberg, Gibson said the 7-year development period for Silksong was the team's own choosing to make the game they wanted it to make. Pretty sweet. I like that idea too, that they took their time to make the game. And it's pretty sweet that when you see these devs take their time to make these games, look at it. Look, bro, guys, I'm not kidding you. I launched that game and I was like, wow, this is a beautiful fucking game. Simple, and it's only for $20. That it literally destroyed all those big AAA platformers out there. I want Mr. Beast to enter the console market, Louis, just to see his console. No, we don't want that, Jacob. We don't want. Listen, we already got a Soldier Boy console. We don't need a Mr. Beast console. We don't need that, Jacob. Please, no. Don't give him ideas. No, please don't. Please don't. Let me see. To choosing one to make. We're a small team, and games take a lot of time. He said there wasn't any big controversial moment behind it. In an interview with the ABC, attributed the enduring popularity of the original Hollow Knight and the fact it was inspired by older style games, but without looking dated. The satisfying thing with Hollow Knight was that we were making something that was to our taste, and that meant that we were making things that were slightly different. Pelin told the ABC, hopefully Samsung can achieve that too. So yeah, Chad, not only that, one of the sweet things about what that game did, you just try to buy a Sappho, go to the Xbox store and purchase from there. See if you can check out through there. Do me that favor. Can you do that for me? Try it out over there. If you do that, and you want to get on Steam, later on, I'll send you a Steam code. Just try it out. If it lets me buy, because Steam is a mess. So, like I was saying, though, real quick, one of the things I love about this game, because look, it's a 2D platformer, right? And they knew that this game is popular. Oh, you did? Okay, okay. Did it check out? Or it's having issues? Because I remember I told everyone yesterday, go try the Xbox store just in case. And if they try it out, they say, well, they had an error. I'm like, okay, then it's everything that's broken, though. So, like I was saying though, one of the things I love is that they did not go crazy with the price. And these guys, Louis, you actually are a beautiful man. Thank you, David Cohen. Chat. Hey, it's the camera does the wonders. It makes me look good. Kind of tubby sometimes, but hey, I'm all, nope. Oh, damn, it's broken too. Uh-oh. Well, software, then you got away. It's still broken. And there's 550,000 current players, says Hugo Lim. Still sounds a utility platform, but beautiful particle effect and dynamic background art. Yeah, it is beautiful. I mean, I gotta say, it's a beautiful, 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 beautiful game. It is, it is, it is. So, let's see now. Let's talk about the other one, how they hits 535,000, and today it's at 550,000. I mean, I gotta say something. By the weekend, I think this game is gonna hit 1 million. I think it will. I have a feeling it will. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, hey, it's okay. It's fun to speculate these stuff, right? So, right here, Louis wants to know why I hate him. His big fucking ego. Damn, that's crazy. Hollow Knight Silksong breaks 535,000 concurrent players on Steam, making it one of the biggest launches of all time and nearly 8 times bigger than the first game. Normally, my instant upon witnessing a big bug is to crush its body with my little slipper, but I'll give Hollow Knight Silksong a pass since it deserves one. The desperately anticipated Metroidvania sequel has surpassed 535,000 concurrent players as of writing, making it one of the most extravagant launches in Steam history. Of course, it's extravagant because hell, this thing broke the store. I can imagine GTA when it releases. We're gonna see the same thing too. It's gonna be pretty cool stuff. Oh man. So let's keep on going. For comparison, the permanently most played games like Counter Strike 2, Dota 2, and Path of the Exile 2, clearly people love a sequel, have respectively reached all-time peak of 1.9 million, 1.3 million, and about 579,000 according to SteamDB. These titles are flanked by similar games in numbers. Hero Shooter Apex Legends had a peak of approximately 624,000 players. Hero Shooter Marvel Rivals once broke 644,000 concurrent players. Battle Royale PUBG once had a staggering 3.3 million players, so on. I'll also throw a mention that the clicker game Banana, which at one point had practically 1 million people clicking on a banana. Really? Seriously? Dear Lord. So Silksong stands out one of the peers that come out under a lamplight. It's not a free-to-play casual game or all-out AAA warfare. It's a $20 indie with a perhaps frightening, infatuated fan base. And these fans will makes its launch a success feel earned, and they make it special. I'm expecting Silksong to set another concurrent player record for itself soon. Earlier today, 2 hours after its release, the game was able to clear Hollow Knight's top player count of 72,116, set only yesterday, by hurtling to about 112,000. If half a million of the clinically still sane could beat that number after just a few more hours of opportunity, even while facing serious eShop outages, think of what they could do at their full potential. And that is true. On level sense looks too confusing to me. Yeah, it's a pretty confusing game, but at the end of the day, though, people love that game. People say that they get confused a lot in that game, but it's like literally, it's just hours and hours and hours of exploration. Like I said, I mean, I was talking to my friend yesterday. Hey, Six Slayer, man, what's up, man? Good morning. So I was talking to a friend yesterday. And he told me that game alone took him like 90 to 100 hours to discover everything in that game. So if you sit down and do the math, you divide 100 um, by 24. That's literally almost 5 days of just gameplay. Not kidding you. 4 days regular, but it's almost 5 days. 5 days of just gameplay. Yeah, man, I'm feeling better, man. I'm feeling better. I felt like I had a tummy virus that was going around because yeah, it was just crazy. But today I'm feeling way better. I'm happy that I'm here, live, talking to you guys. But I had to go to the doctor just in case because it was weird. It lasted 4 days. So when you see that some things last a little bit longer, you gotta go get checked right away. But yeah, I got the blood work kit. I'm just waiting for the results in later on today. I also got to get an examination of my tummy, but I think everything is fine. I bet you that 80% of the first party games have Mr. Beast on time. Says Jacob. Damn, Jacob really hate this man. If he creates a console. I bet you the 80% of his first party games has Mr. Beast inside. I mean, there was a game called Beast something, wasn't it? There was Beast Wars. There was a what's it called? There was a second game with the Beast. The guy was like, "Rrr," turned into a beast, you know. But yeah, Chad, I mean, pretty amazing stuff. And like I was saying, one of the sweet things is that they put this game out there for 20, and they did not increase the price. You know, which was a good thing because someone else, I'm not gonna say any names, but they would have said, well, you know, this game did pretty good the first time. Let's increase the price, you know, at least 10 or 15. Let's put 20 more and get double from it. Which they wouldn't have gotten. I'm not kidding you. They would have put $40 that game. They would have gotten the $40 for that game because it has a lot of fans. But at least they were pretty nice and pretty awesome to put the game at 20 and let people go ahead and buy it just like the original. Pretty awesome stuff on their side with this game. I mean, seriously, it was just amazing seeing how this game skyrocketed, crashed the stores. I mean, GTA is going to do that same thing, I think. Let's see. Let's wait and see. No, wait, GTA is only coming out for console now. It's not going to do the same thing, but yeah. Probably on Steam it will, though. Is it possible to beat Halo 2 without dying? And which difficulty, though? Depends on the difficulty, and yes, it's possible because if you can get better, you can do it. That's no problem. As remember, David Cohen, practice makes perfect. That's the truth. I remember like my first run with Sekiro, I died so many times it was insane. And then my second run, I didn't die. I did it floof, last and nice and clear right there. So it wasn't really that tough the second time because I already knew everything in that game. So if you can make it perfect, good. But like I said, practice makes perfect. That's the truth. You gotta practice, 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 practice. It's like if you go into a Street Fighter tournament, like the guy here from Dominican, right? You know, that guy practices every day. You know, Mana, he practices every day, you know, a Street Fighter, and when he gets out there, he's perfect. You know, maybe one day there was gonna be someone who's gonna take his place, but now he's the best Street Fighter player out there. You gotta say that. It's the truth. So moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. I'm coming in with some slander, chat. Here comes Slander Lou, right on the dot. Chat, I'm a bit disappointed with the Xbox guys out there. I said to have known rare disease and got to name it. Finding brand new disease, they named it Ligma. No joke. Really? I gotta take a look at that then. Man checked in the hospital and he said to have an unknown rare disease, got to name it. I gotta check that out then. I'm gonna check that out. Wow. Crazy stuff. Louis in US, a man checked in the hospital and he said to have an unknown rare disease, got to name it. Due to finding a brand new disease, he named it Ligma. Wow. Hmm. Slander, yes, sir. We're going to go in with some slander because let me tell you something. I'm pretty disappointed with the Xbox guys these days. I can't believe they actually did what these Sony fanboys do, and that was move the goalpost. And pretty funny, you know, I gotta say, I was just watching and watching and watching. Everybody was out there cheering and cheering and cheering and cheering and cheering. They were out there saying, "Oh man, this is amazing! Take that, you Sony fanboys! Look at this! Look at this! Hell Divers 2! We bought it faster than you all did! Yes, we bought it faster than you all did! I mean, we have almost 1 million copies sold! You guys kept on saying that we don't buy games and now we're buying them and all this stuff that's going on and all this shit. You know, you guys were out there trying to troll them with this. But 2 months ago, the same analyst y'all picked up the information from were posting all over the place, having fun with it. 2 months ago, those were the same guys that went out there and said, and let me zoom in on this one, that Final Fantasy sold 22,000 copies. And you guys are cheering for them, using it as What, as a source? The same guys that went out there 2 months ago and posted that Final Fantasy sold 22,000 copies. And hey, yo, asked them, where did you all get your information? They came out and said, well, we got it from the review place on the Xbox. And now you're using them as a reliable source. And not only that, you also wrote an article on them. Really? You wrote an article on them? Trying to say, oh, I mean, look, I gotta say something. If you were gonna go out there and do a post, you Xbox guys were gonna go out there and do a post, and post this out there and everything, you guys should have said, well, since you Sony fans believe in Alinea Analytics, I mean, here you go. Let's see how you spin this off. I mean, that would have been a better post. Instead of you guys saying, yes, we are beating you guys to the punch. Look what Alinea Analytics is saying. I can't believe you all use that source. Oh, shit. Most Xbox has not run with that narrative, but listen, Silk Slayer, a lot, and I do mean a lot. And Silk Slayer, I do mean a lot of them did. And I was like, did these guys just do moving the goalpost move? I mean, literally, they moved the goalpost. And you know what's so funny, Silk Slayer? And the sad part about this? And I got to show you what's the sad part about this, because for the first time, I was like, I got to say it because I said he finally hit one. No joke, he finally nailed something. He finally nailed something that was true. And I was laughing my butt off. I was like, no way. No way. He actually did nail something. And I'm going to show you who it is. I don't like him. But hey, he's right. And not only that, you know what's so sweet about it? He even made it short. It wasn't even a big ass, long ass tweet like he usually does it. I mean, this was just a killer. This was just a killer hit right there because he was right 100%. Like I said, I was laughing my ass off with this. And check this out. Look at this. I'm going to show it to you. Get ready, chat. I'm going to show it to you. Here's the tweet. Look who it is out of all people. He finally named one, and he even made it short. Look at this. My timeline lately. Laugh out loud. Wow, amazing. He didn't go and made that whole list. Don't believe the Final Fantasy 16 says from analysts. Believe the Helldivers 2 says from the same analyst. Wow. Y'all literally fed it to him. Wow. I was laughing so hard when I saw this. I was like, at least he nailed something for the first time in his life. But it's true. I mean, yo, come on. Here, let me go grab that news and post it to you guys and show it to you guys because at the end of the day, that's how you do it. So here you go. Copying this, posting it here. All right, so this is where I'm saying because we all need to look back at stuff. Final Fantasy 16 is selling poorly on Xbox 10's analytics firm. Nearly 2 years after its first launch on PlayStation 5, Final Fantasy 16 is finally available on Xbox. Unfortunately, however, it seems players that aren't that interested in the latest release of the series on the platform. According to the analytics firm, and look who's the analytics firm. Alinea Analytics. Final Fantasy sold just 22,000 copies on the Xbox since the shadow drop on June 9th. Alinea Analytics is a firm similar to Sakana and Newzoo. Not even close. I can't believe you all said it's close to it. While it's unclear how they acquiredly calculate their numbers, their website states that they are committed to delivering the most reliable data. Ho, ho, ho! You guys seeing this? From the gaming industry. Let's okay, hold on, chat. Hold on. Oh Lord. I mean, if I could make this bigger, let's see. Yeah, there you go, made it bigger. Yeah, let's read that again. Yes. Committed to delivering the most reliable data from the gaming industry. They are committed, guys. They are committed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hmm. To be honest, until Alinea tells us they don't rely on numbers or reviews or comments to decide how many people are playing, I question where the numbers are coming from. 100%. I'm with you there, Space Shop. I will know. Well, I have no use for this, so I can safely ignore this. I have no use for him either. But for the first time, Space Shop, he actually is saying something. I said, wow, he pretty much nailed it because I see a lot of guys out there using Alinea Analytics, right? Using those Alinea Analytics, right? And then posting them out there instead of saying, well, since you Sony fans love Alinea Analytics, here you go, try to spin this. That would have been a better slander, but yet they're using this as a weapon to say we won. Won what? Well, you know what you guys won? Jeez. At this point, everything we've been saying about the industry and going to find customers were the new proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The debate is over 100%. So does the Xbox guys who showed this six layer? Six layer, listen. If I go down the list and show you this, you're not gonna like it. And you have Twitter, all you gotta do is find them. And a lot of them did. No joke. If two people said it, if Nimble would have done the same, show us the receipts of those Xbox fanboys who said it. Geez, Louis, louder than the Meg horn truck. Oh man, because I gotta slander. I gotta be loud right now. Because at the end of the day, I find it kind of funny that they're using this. But yeah, Slayer, a lot of them did. Trust me, a lot of them did. And some big podcasters did. I'm gonna show you one right here. That seriously, I was like, no way, how can you guys pick this up? These analysts are mainly guessing. Yep. Let me read this out loud. Mr. Beast made a giveaway with his freestyle like Willy Wonka. He put one ticket in some Feastables package to win 1,000K USD because it's based on the change. Yeah, that's what they do. Hey, what's up, Justin Brahman? Hello. But I cost $4 in gambling, which yeah, that's crazy, and he doesn't even get pointed out for that. But Jacob, one day he will. Don't listen, Jacob. Sometimes in life you just gotta be patient and just wait for it. Wait and see he's gonna get tackled with that one day, and we're gonna have fun the day he gets tackled. And then Jacob, nobody you can say, I have my revenge. The opponents will figure out that Sony doesn't care about hardware sales either. They aren't going to like it, but Sony started out down with this path for years ago. I'm glad they have a live service set. I am too, to be honest, because at the end of the day, that's what I got to be happy about. But what I'm trying to say is, though, Space Shot, is that I see a lot of people using this as a source and using it as a troll source. I'm like, bro, these are the same guys that a few months ago went out there, posted an analysis that was a bullshit analysis, and you guys are now using this as a source. I mean, let me give you one big one right here. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Got it. So here you go. Here's one right here because, hey, like I said, he wrote an article about it. So let me show it to you. Right here. There you go. So he wrote an article about it, and I'm going to show it to you. Here we go, reading through this. Is how it average to really selling faster than Xbox. New data challenges the common assumption. Look right here we go. Like I said, they're trusting it. All right. So, a disappointingly high attach rate and Xbox long-established shooter-oriented audience may be contributed, however, to PlayStation's success story. Recently, a new report began circulating that could potentially bust the fanboy narrative that Xbox players don't buy games. Oh, okay. However, this is the first game PlayStation Publishing LLC formally launched directly on Xbox Series X and S. On the same day, Microsoft reciprocated that Gears of War Reloaded, following a slew of high-profile publishing success stories on the PlayStation throughout 2025. I think the vast majority of people expected Helldivers 2 to do well on Xbox. The co-op shooter has been widely popular on PlayStation and Steam, and its launch on Xbox saw its concurrent player base hit 500,000 via in-game stat tracking. Given the game's Halo tied-in DLC and Halo ODST style fantasy, it stands to reason that Helldivers 2 would be popular with the Xbox faithful, but perhaps how popular remains up to their age in some degree. The week, a report from, here we go, this week, a report from, the same guys who used 22,000 as a source from the review store. Yes, how August 2025 went for the gaming industry contains some interesting more sales about how certain games are performing on Xbox versus the competition. Considering PlayStation console install base is supposedly 3-1 over Xbox, it's made for some interesting reading. Is Helldivers 2 selling faster on Xbox Series X and S than it did on PlayStation? The full report reads as follows. Let's read this because seriously. PlayStation published Helldivers 2 on Xbox on the same day as Gears of War Reloaded launch. As of yesterday, 6 days after launch, Helldivers 2 landed 926 copies on Xbox. It's got to be in 1 million. So I'm waiting for Sony to come out and say it. The pent up in demand for the incredible game speaks for itself. In fact, the PlayStation version has sold 633, am I saying right? 633K copies 6 days after launching last year. Yes, my Ligna kicked in. So, the idea that the version of Helldivers 2 approaching twice as many copies in its first week compared to PlayStation seems incredibly impressive on paper, given Xbox supposed vastly smaller install base. Microsoft doesn't release hard console install base figures, but various estimates pin the Xbox Series S install base at anywhere from 30 to 40 million. PlayStation 5, by comparison, is upwards 80 million or more PS5 in the wild. The report certainly shadows the off-reference fanboy narrative that Xbox users don't buy games. See this? See this? Like I said, they are using the report as wow. You've been out here longer than me. No kidding. I've been following your butt for years. You, yes, you. I'm looking at you. And 2 months ago, I bet you crushed the data report. I bet you guys did, like a lot of us did. We did shows on this, crushing this MFer, saying, hey, what? Because this is your source? I even talked about it. And yet now you guys are using that this report is oft reference fanboy narrative that Xbox users don't buy games. You're using this onto the Game Pass and the like. This is often used as a talking point in the reference of titles that have historically skipped Xbox, such as Square Enix Final Fantasy games. And here's the funny part, because look, he's talking about the report, but over here, right? Over here, he uses Final Fantasy when I just mentioned Final Fantasy. But okay, story titles. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Analytics is relatively new on the scene, but sports veteran analysts among its ranks. Firms like Circana Newzoo or Alinea, and again, you're comparing it to Circana and Newzoo, but okay. All right. Generally don't publicly share their exact methodology for determining sales numbers, yet Alinea did. But okay. But here's what's funny. He says, let's assume this data is accurate. For the sake of argument, what exactly is this to be happening? I wouldn't even write an article. But wait, I'm not done, Space Shot. Let me read through this because this is kind of funny. Look at this. Here we go. This is where it gets better. I spoke to Rise Elliott of Alinea Analytics to get some additional context on Helldivers 2's success on Xbox. He spoke to this guy. Oh, Lord. Elliott attributes the Helldivers 2's success to the Xbox audience and his alien shooting taste. What we're seeing with Helldivers 2's success on the Xbox is a result of pent-up demand colliding with rights on content. Rise Elliott explained, the game skipped Xbox at launch, so when they finally arrived 18 months later, Helldivers 2 was a long-awaited event for the audience. On top of that, Helldivers vibe is fit nicely with the sensibilities of core Xbox gamers, and the ODST-themed Halo content hit at exactly the right time, creating a crossover moment that resonates deeply with Xbox players. PlayStation still has a larger installer base, but on the Xbox release feels fresh and urgent, which is why you're seeing those sales curves. I'm not even going to read this anymore. Because at the end, bro, look, kind of funny. You bring up Final Fantasy right here. Same guys that talk about 22,000 sales. And not only that, they also told you how they get their numbers during that time. They said, "Oh, we picked it up from the review store." So, bringing it back in. Sick, let me tell you something. When I go on here and talk about things, sick, and people come by and watch it, I'm not going to be like, oh, let me show you all who did it. Because trust me, there's like literally a ton of people who did it. They went out there, used this as a reference. It was not only Jess Corden. I using Jess Corden, because at the end of the day, he wrote the article. Because that was like the article I saw. I was like, I can't believe you wrote an article on this, on these guys, and comparing it to Circana, comparing it to Nuzu. I mean, that's bro. Come on, come on. But the rest of the world out there, they were using this as a reference, and I was like, no, 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 guys, come on, come on. I mean, it's simple. Look at the history. Look at the history, and when you find the history, look at the stuff, and then you use it as a source. Me, I didn't even use that as a source. It's not even a reliable source because at the end of the day, the one I do follow is Matt Piscatella with Circana because I'll be honest with you, he's been nailing it. I mean, every time people go out there and do trends, like for example, Fire Phil, he went out there and said, why Fire Phil Spencer? He's bringing in a lot of money for Xbox. Matt Piscatella said that. He also said, which we've been saying, that Phil's bringing in a lot of money. I understand why they want to fire, why people want Phil to be fired because you're not happy with how the business is going. I mean, you as a fan, you can't be happy, but at the end of the day, what really does matter is bringing in the money so the business can keep going, and that's what Phil Spencer is doing. And another thing, when the whole Game Pass from Christopher Drinch came out, saying that Game Pass was cannibalizing sales, and blah, 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 Matt Piscatella even came out and said, it's not Game Pass, guys. It's all these live service games that are kicking all these other games' butts. Seriously. Oh, they say that's a lot of copies. I would like the companion games, the staples, and video games. Louis, I'm considering actually telling Mr. Beast to make it. Oh, Lord. Jacob and Sika wanted to fail. Tell him that then. Go for it. Holy shit, that's a lot of copies. Let me see. Jez, I'm sorry. This is a dumb article. As a concert service is up 8%. There's no reason to pretend fanboy narratives should be entertained. Jeez, Jez plays on both sides. Fence and clicks admitted it before. I know he has admitted it before. But at the end of the day, though, I saw a lot of the guys, and I do mean a lot of the guys using this as a reference. And it's out there on Twitter. All you got to do is scroll down and you'll find them. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. It's there. It's right there. I saw it from a lot of the guys who were posting that do, even the guys who did Xbox content, they posted it. I was like, oh, can't believe I just saw this. You guys using this as a reference. No, 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 no. Can't believe it, can't believe it. So yes, that's why I'm here talking about it, because at the end of the day, guys, it's simple. This is what the crazy one's going to tell you guys. And even though I'm here trolling, having some fun, because that's what I do, I have some fun. Bro, just remember, Google is your best friend. Just look before you guys post and go out there, use a team or an analytic that basically a couple months ago said we pick our stuff from the review section of Xbox. Holy shit. Now I'm starting to wonder. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see. I'm curious now. Plume, I'm curious now. Louis is curious. Hold on a second. Let me go check something out. I'm curious though because I want to know how they picked up those numbers just in case. Because hell, I'm gonna turn on my Xbox for this. Let's see now. Where can I see the reviews in the game? All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh yes, in store. Yep. All right, stores. Let's type in Helldivers 2. There it is. All right. Let's go down. Let's see reviews. Reviews. Oh, kind of weird though. It's got 3,000 ratings and reviews. Let me see. 3,352. At least it didn't use the reviews this time like it did the last time. Because that will make them look awful. So it's kind of funny though that on the store, on the Xbox I just checked, we had 3,000 and something reviews. Yet when Final Fantasy came out, they grabbed the 22,000 review store and used it, but this one they didn't use it. Kind of funny, huh? Pretty fun stuff. Oh Lord, crazy stuff I'm seeing out there. Crazy stuff I'm seeing out there. But yeah, at the end of the day though, what we gotta do is chat. Instead of using this as a console war thing and all this stuff and trying to destroy the narratives, that's again, we don't buy games. We don't need to tell them that. We don't need to. We don't need to shut that down. Let them believe because here's what's funny though. They've been talking some narratives, like Space Shot said, out there, throwing some crazy stuff, crazy ideas. So at the end of the day, though, right? At the end of the day, they all get destroyed. Simple and easy. We don't even have to show it to them. We don't. Because quietly we do it. We don't need to go out there and troll them. We don't need to go out there and point that out. We quietly do it. That's what we got to do. That's it. Get it done and out of the way, and we're cool. Woo, man. Oh, Lord. That's what we got to do. Just do it quietly, have our fun, and play our games. That's what we got to do. That's it. Nothing else. Instead of feeding into this narrative, which is insane. But yeah, I'm going right now down my Twitter feed. Since everybody's like, oh, look, you got to show something. I'll give you a couple then. Just for you to be happy. We try to tell them for years. Now we get to play games. It's been great. I mean, I gotta tell you something. This generation, when it comes to games, we have had so many games. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We're seeing when you see like beauties, like for example, like the Hollow Knight game that we just released, right? It just released and did freaking amazing. I mean, you can't be more happy than that. You can't be more happier than not only that, they said, okay, let's sell this for $20. It didn't take advantage of it. That was pretty nice, man. I mean, look, because another person would have said, "Hey, let me add $20 more and sell it for 40." And trust me, the game would have sold too. But at the end of the day, though, they were impressed with that number. And look at this now. I mean, those guys in these couple of days are gonna make a shit ton of money with this stuff. The game runs smooth. The game runs great. It runs seriously. They did an awesome job, by taking their time, not having investors on their back, breathing and say, "Hey, you got to get this out. You got to get this out." While people are out there saying, "Hey, release this game," they said, "Well, we're going to take our time. I mean, we don't care. At the end of the day, when it comes out, you guys ready for it? You guys are going to play it," and that's what they did. Game released, and look at this already. Already, they destroyed pretty much the AAA industry, which is at the end of the day a nice thing. Why is it a nice thing? Because hell, what it tells you is these guys took their time to build a beautiful game, did an awesome, awesome, awesome job. I'm building this, right? Did an awesome job of building this, and look at now, it's paying off. 7 years of making this game, and look how the sales are. Pretty amazing, man. Pretty amazing. And not only that, it's a lovable game. People love it. People enjoy it. It sold the first time 15 million copies. And now, let's see how much it goes for because hell, it's doing pretty well. No joke, it is. We're seeing it. We are seeing it. Such a beauty. So going down my list, let's see what else is caught. Well, I see that some people are getting their copies of Ghost of Yotoi. Nice. They're giving them time to play it so they can go out there and give them the review. Pretty good stuff from Sony, getting it out there for people to play, to enjoy it. Pretty much you guys give that copy in the day that we have Silksong out there, which damn, you guys should have waited at least, till Monday when things cool down. But okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, Team Cherry kicking ass. Good job, guys. Good job. No joke. They're kicking ass with that thing, especially a game that big, man. I mean, that game's like literally, like I've been told, 90 to 100 hours. Holy smokes! I don't know. And part two supposedly is way more bigger, and that's what they said. And damn, see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So, chat, what's been cooking? Let's talk a little bit. Look, I got time, so let's talk. What's been cooking? What's been happening? What do you guys want to talk about and bring into flavor? Yes, because I'm done with my slander. I did my slandering. I had my fun, like I do. It's been a blast. I'm still scrolling down my Twitter feed to see what else is cooking. I already talked about Metal Gear with 1 million sales. Pretty amazing stuff. Um, I saw some reports on what's it called, the Star Wars game being run on the Switch 2. Is it true that on the Switch 2 it's running pretty bad? I mean, it's running like pretty slow, and like in some places like the frame drops and everything, like it's just sticks there or something. And that's what they said. I don't know if that's true though, because they were showing videos about it. And it's like, I don't know about that. Because usually these days people like to grab stuff like that and just throw it out there as an evil thing, and sometimes they're right. But yeah, that's how it is. Any new Blade news, Wes Davis? Nope, I have not seen any new Blade news because we know that they're working on that game. The last thing I heard was what was the last thing I heard from those devs? I don't remember, but recently, like anything new from Blade, no, there was nothing going cooking with that game right now. Because remember, that game was announced like what was it, 2 years ago? So I think by maybe next year or the year after that, we will probably get some news in about that. We probably will, which is a good thing because at the end of the day, we know it's being worked on. We know it's being developed, but anything new is gonna take a while because this game is it been when was it announced? 2023 was it or 2024? I don't remember. But since it was announced though, hey, you just have to wait and see. It was just a teaser trailer, but yeah, it's in the works. It's in the works. Other than that, there hasn't been any news. But either way, though, let me look for it just in case. Blade game news. Let's see what was last Blade game news. So yeah, here we go. The Marvel's Blade is a third-person action developed by Arcane. It's slated for a potential release in late 2027, 2028. So yeah. If they could get Snipes to voice it, oh, that would be wicked. That would be wicked. Outlaws runs poorly on everything. Oh, that's true too, Safo. That's true too. Totally forgot about that. Outlaws was running poorly on everything. That's true. I totally forgot. It's a Ubisoft game, which, like I said, at least for Please Search, I did. The last news it was in July 29, 2025, and it says here Marvel's Blade is officially in the works with Deadloop and Dishonored developer. Let's see. Officially revealed back in 2023 with a brief teaser trailer, the new single-player third-person game will follow the iconic half-man, half-vampire known as Eric Brooks in the Hearts of Paris. While there's still quite a lot of mystery surrounding its direction, the studio has said it will build on what the developer has done before while also exploring uncharted dimensions of our art. Said to be the biggest upcoming Xbox Series games, but also coming to PC. It's been pretty quiet on the blade as Arcane is busy to work on bringing the project to life, but a report recently claimed it had a budget of 109 million. Wow. Which is still a fraction of an alleged $300 million budget of the likes of Marvel Spider-Man 2. Marvel Spider-Man 2 cost 402 million, but okay. 504. But the prospect of a game fronted by Marvel character is undoubtedly exciting to Blade fans everywhere, and certainly one of the new games we can see and learn a lot from. From an overview of everything we know so far about Marvel's Blade, read on below. So yeah, I mean, there's not that much. Back in the Game Awards, okay, financial reports suggest the production was a AAA budget game project when launched in the end of 2024. Already mentioned for quite a wait until it arrives. Yeah, I mean, basically the same things we know about the Blade game. It's the same thing we know about it. I mean, there hasn't been any recent news like anything new. and we know that's going to be the heart of Paris. So yeah, they're putting it out in the heart of Paris. So yeah, the Switch 2 Outlaws port is acting impressive with the power of the Switch 2. See, there you go. Because that's the thing though, like a lot of people like to throw in some stuff, like to throw in the slander, but as Safo said, the game ran poorly on everything. You're right, Safo. I totally forgot about that. Because I mean, it's an Ubisoft game, and something that we mentioned a lot about Ubisoft, and I said they need to get better is fixing these bugs. I mean, they cannot have a game with all these bugs. But yeah, they need to get going with that. Yes, sir. They need to. They need to. They need to. They need to. So let me go keep on going down the list with this. And also, I saw that there was a Street Fighter movie being made. Huh. Right. Interesting. With Jason Momoa. Hmm. Interesting stuff. Hmm. Street Fighter movie being made with Jason Momoa. Okay. Let's see how that comes out. How come nobody's complaining on that? Yeah, I think we need to remember Nintendo tends to run games kind of a last gen performance. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, though, they remember one thing. A lot of people like to grab things, or like to grab a lot of the system. And to be fair, though, I mean, they do the same thing to the Xbox Series S, right? They like to bring down the Xbox Series S, and now they're pretty much doing the same thing with Nintendo. And I gotta tell you something, right? For the price it is, and for the machine it is, and everything, it does pretty amazing stuff. It does. I mean, I cannot be that guy saying, "Oh, Nintendo," no, no. I mean, for the price it is, it runs pretty amazing stuff. You gotta be honest about it. You gotta be honest. I mean, not only that, that little system is selling quickly, man. It's doing pretty well. I mean, it's pushing. It's pushing. If the Switch 2 can run Cyberpunk, it's a good console. Although Cyberpunk is kind of my metric of judging a console. Yeah, it is. Cyberpunk is big. It's a big game. Cyberpunk is just huge. Huge game. Huge, huge, huge. Huge game. Huge game. And not only that, it's oh Lord. It's one of the most impressive. I mean, I've seen videos out there that I'm like, this looks like it's real. I mean, Cyberpunk, I don't know how the heck they do it, but there's like some videos that you see that you're like, am I watching like someone in the street driving around one of these bikes? One of these arch bikes from Keanu Reeves, because the bikes on there are arch bikes from Keanu Reeves. They're pretty cool. And I'm like, whoa, this looks like it's real. I mean, it's pretty amazing how much they push the graphics on that damn game. Pretty good stuff right there with Cyberpunk. On PC though. But yeah, I mean, not only that, the game is one of the. I gotta be honest with this. One of the best games I played this year. Really good story, really good fighting. I mean, it's good everything. It's good everything. It's good everything. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Guys, in Helldivers 2, I finally reached level 25 and got the vehicle. And I gotta say, the vehicle is bugged as hell, but it's still fun to drive. It's still fun to drive, man. I'm having fun with this. I really am. Helldivers 2 is amazing. I already got 2 days put into it. 2 days and probably 11 hours put into it. It's because the video they use mods to make it look real as well. Covered an insider game leak that Ubisoft are working on that included two destruction shooters, one Animal Crossing game, and so far Cry at mainline and Cry online. Wow. Wait, did my thing crash again? Okay, it didn't crash. All right, because I thought it was crashing. They're still updating Cyberpunk 2. Yeah, of course. I mean, I think they're even still updating Witcher, isn't it? I mean, Witcher has been updated like 1,000 times. Witcher's doing a pretty good job too. They did a pretty good job with Witcher too. They did. So here we go. My fingers are going down. Let me see. People did not actually delete these tweets because my fingers are going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. Uh oh. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Lou. Yeah, my internet went slow there for a bit. It seemed. Because I'm thinking 1,000 tweets of Hollow Knight, 1,000 tweets of Hollow Knight, 1,000 tweets of Hollow Knight. I mean, everybody's talking Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight this, Hollow Knight that, Hollow Knight this. I mean, there's like literally 1,000 tweets on Hollow Knight. It's incredible. Wow. How and that's something I love. I love to see when people get together and sport a game. As video game fans, it feels good seeing that. It's really amazing just seeing that. It really is. It really is. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Louis, did you watch Rio American Freestyle One, the Hulk Hogan's League? He was working on before he passed. It's a shame that he didn't get to the first one. No, I never watched it. I never watched it. I never watched it because the thing is here in Dominican it's kind of hard to get some channels that you guys have from over there. It's kind of hard to do it. But damn, I wish I would have watched it though. To see what's cooking. Yay! Come on, Lou. Man, seriously, chat, this is all I've been doing this one. Look. Going down Twitter feed. And it's all, I'm not kidding you, it's all Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight this, Hollow Knight that. Pretty cool stuff. It's like the whole console war thing ended right there, and everybody switched to Hollow Knight, which is pretty amazing. Like I said, getting a game to get everyone together to talk about it. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. Good job, Hollow Knight. Props on you with that one. Yeah, let's see. Zitter. Yep. Zitter. And that's a good one. That's not Twitter anymore. Oh, Lord. Twitter is an amazing thing right here. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Amazing thing right here. Difference was it wasn't scripted. It was all D1 and college wrestler. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's good. That's a good way to get some talent in because at the end of the day, WWE and AEW, they're pretty good stuff, and it's good to get those guys into it. Like try to get those college wrestlers into it if they really want to be wrestlers. I mean, like entertainment wrestlers, right? Because yeah, it's interesting. And Olympic wrestlers. Wow. I mean, one of the best out there was Kurt Angle, and he was an Olympic in real life. He was an Olympic wrestling champion. So to get him to come in here, and act and do what he did, man, it was pretty cool. Kurt Angle was really, really good technical wrestler. Sometimes he copied moves, yeah, but he was pretty good to be honest. While he lasted, because man, he got old quick. Not only that, he also wrestled with a broken neck. That was insane. Angle was the beast, man. I can't believe that man went out there and wrestled with a broken neck. That was crazy. That was crazy. It's one of those stories you're like, wow, I can't believe this happened. Can't believe this happened. Okay, now I'm going to switch fingers because my finger's getting tired from going down the list. Oh, Lord. But here we go. I found one. Here, let me show. Let me show you this one. I found one. I'm gonna keep going down the list. Like I said. I hope I did not ruin this trend. This is where it all begins. Once they grab that, this is where it all begins. The tweets. This is where it began. Once they grabbed it, picked it up. Right here, 926,000 copies sold is actually more than the original Helldivers in the time frame. This is where it all begins. They picked that up. Alinea Insight. This is where it all began. And after that, all things went downhill because everybody grabbed that as a reference and decided to go with it. Yep. Let's keep on looking, Louis, because you're right there. All right, I'm still on the dot. That's one. 1-0. Let's keep going. Ah, Lord. Brock broke Kurt's neck twice, laugh out. Really? He did? I did not know that. Wow. I did not know that. I mean, that was back in the day when I was really watching wrestling. These days, it's kind of hard for me to catch wrestling. At least, with Netflix and Raw, I get to watch some Raw. But what happened to me was that I don't know if I don't like. Look, one of the things I was really, really, really getting tired of was the storylines, right? Like the storylines were Like I remember when wrestling got interesting with for me again was when CM Punk did his thing. When CM Punk sat there, did his Stone Cold thing, sat there, saying all the stuff he said, which is pretty good stuff. So, ah, when CM Punk did that, it got interesting. And after CM Punk left WWE, I said, hell no. For me, right then and there, it started to go back to the way it was. And I was like, nah. And it started to fade away. So what I did was I started to watch pay-per-views, and that's it. Just watch pay-per-views on WWE TV. That's all I did. Just watch the pay-per-views. Sweet. Have fun with my pay-per-views, and after that, once WWE Network came down, I was like, okay, I'm screwed. Now I know there's AEW, and I got to catch up with AEW, but it's hard for me to watch AEW. It's hard for me to see it. Seriously, it's a challenge for me to see it. Because from where I live, I don't got TBS to watch it. Prime ECW was crazy. WWE bought it. Yep. ECW. Yep. But the thing with ECW is Paul Heyman went nuts, and he literally like Paul Heyman is a he's a bright mind in wrestling. I gotta say he's pretty good with wrestling. He's got one of the brightest minds out there. But running a business is not that good. So yeah, running a business is not all that good. He's not all that good. Yep, that's what happens. So yeah, WWE picked it up and literally killed it. Same thing with like WCW, but WCW killed himself for years. I mean, it was being handled by all those big guys. Like I was like, why did they always like put the camera on these guys when they got so much good talents? I mean, you had Eddie Guerrero back in the day, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko was doing a pretty good job there. I mean, there was so many good wrestlers they could focus storyline in. Like for example, look at Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho in WCW was trying to do his best, but they didn't let him get the push until he went to WWE. WWE, he got the push he deserved, and look at him now, one of the best wrestlers out there. But that's how it was back in the day. And so WCW crashed, and WWE picked it up and also killed it. Killed it on the dots. Yep. But the Attitude Era was for me the best era in all of wrestling. Everybody out there did an amazing job. The Rock, Triple H. And then came the Triple H reign era. Oh my God, that's when wrestling went downhill. And Triple H was just champion for years and years and years and years and years on end. I was like, come on, man. Let that go. Please let that go. Please do so. Please do so. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's see what else is cooking. Going down the list. Yeah, it wasn't a tank though. They drove a jeep. It was a jeep they rode. It wasn't a tank. They grabbed the jeep and they rode over there, tried to fight it. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. So like I said, the Attitude Era. Look, the Attitude Era was pretty good. I like the Attitude Era back in the day. It was really good. It was really good. It was funny. It was hilarious. Mark Henry being sexual chocolate. Oh Lord, oh man, I miss those days. Nowadays, and then Vince went to PG. I was like, no, Vince, why? Why? Keep wrestling the way it is. No, no, no. He went to PG, and that's where everything went downhill. But at least John Cena did some pretty good promos. I gotta say, John Cena really did some good stuff. I mean, he really did know how to push the wrestlers. A lot of people hate him, but to be honest, though, he really did a good job. Because one of his best, and I do mean his best things out there was that the time when he was facing Roman Reigns, and it's called a promo, Roman. It's called a promo. You need to know how to cut it. I was like, oh damn! I was like, that's And that one time he went in and ticked off The Rock. Oh my God, that was the good one too. He goes into WrestleMania and he's like, "Yeah, I'm reading the promos off my wrist." Oh shit! John Cena pushed the envelope, man. That was pretty good stuff. Oh Lord, but yeah, the whole PG era from the WWE really, ugh, yeah, he is. He does. I mean, Peacemaker is a good show. I need to watch episode two. I haven't watched it. I love Peacemaker. The only thing I did not like of Peacemaker, they took my intro away. They should have used the same song. The new song, I don't like it. I'm like, man, it's okay. I like the old song better. Like the old song really hyped you in, like to get into the show. Every time that intro started, I was like, yeah, here we go. Let's have some fun. Now they added a new song. It's like, nah, no. I'm sorry, no. I don't like it. No. But the show's good though. The show's good. I like how everything started on this show. It's. I can't wait to see episode two. I like Taganami Cena. Yeah, Cena's got some good stuff cooking. Taganamis. We're live. Oh my god. Some good stuff. Man, I'm still going down the list. I think a lot of people after these guys started the show, they decided to delete the tweets, huh? Ah, I should have done the show yesterday. But I'll find them. No worries, I'll find them. Yeah, it was Justin. I mean, I gotta say though, like I keep telling you guys, like the Attitude Era, like the whole sexual chocolate. I remember the Val Venus segment when he had what's it called was it Kai and Tai? Was it Kai? It was it those guys called Kai and Tai? I don't remember the name of the guys who were chasing after him, and then he like the guy grabbed the samurai sword and did what? I'm like, oh Lord, man! I gotta tell you, the Attitude Era was at its best. Not only that, the matches, the chair shots, the tables, that tables, ladders, and chairs matches were awesome. I mean, seriously, that really pushed the envelope. It did. They did a good job there. It wasn't like really hardcore, like extremely, like really hardcore like ECW was, but man, they did a good job. They did a good job. They really pushed the envelope. Like one of the things that was really hectic, it was really hectic, was the time that that mankind got what's it called? He had some handcuffs on him, and the Rock was just chair shot after chair shot after chair shot, and his family was there, man. That was like wow, that was just intense. And since you saw Foley taking chair shots in his head, he never said I quit. And then WWE did the whole I quit thing, which I was like, wow, good save right there. Because literally The Rock was going to kill that man right there. He hit him with chair shots all over the place. Oh my God. That was crazy and intense. And Foley, like, never had any limits. And listen, one of the things that brought me back into WWE, and this is why I love Mick Foley, was the Hell in the Cell match against The Undertaker. When he got thrown off that cell, oh my God. When he got chokeslammed into the cell, holy shit. Chat, did you all see also the $300 James Bond edition? $300? Man, I gotta tell you something. For $300, that gun better shoot. Not really, we do want weapons in our hands, but damn. I don't know how that's gonna work, but interesting. $300 for the James Bond collectors. But like I was saying though, seeing that, I was like, maybe it might be worth something in the future because a lot of people love to collect James Bond stuff, and pretty sweet that they're making like a young James Bond. It's like I don't know if you guys remember the cartoon James Bond Jr. So pretty good stuff for that. I mean, but the price though is pretty high. It's gonna be interesting to see if people actually pick that up. But I think it would be a good collectible to have, and as a James Bond fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love James Bond. But I love the Pierce Brosnan era. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Pierce Brosnan era. But yeah, Daniel Craig did amazing too. But that final James Bond was right. Now Casino Royale was fantastic, man. Ooh, I love Casino Royale. Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir. Bond, James Bond Jr. Yep, that was the song. Yep. That wasn't James Bond. It was Rico Rodriguez Jr. Really? I did not know that. Rico Rodriguez Jr. Sweet. Let's see now. Going down the list. I thought it was really James Bond Jr. though. It was more Just Cause of James Bond. What? Uh oh. Not liking this. Uh oh. That's not good. Because here's the thing, though, I have not watched the whole PlayStation Showcase. I have not sat down and watched it. I will later on today because I have been busy, doing everything I did. When I get home, like I was like, should I watch it today? I was like, man, let me just play games because I wanted to settle in because sometimes with you get stressed, you get all the stuff that happens to you around life. You just want to sit down, relax, play some games, have some fun, and that's what I did. That's what I did. I went out there, had some fun. Had some fun. I was playing some Helldivers 2 and just enjoying the hell out of Helldivers 2. While a lot of people are enjoying, Silksong, I was there playing some Helldivers. Yep. Pretty fun game at the end of the day. I'm having fun with it. It said level 26, and now I got the car. Now I'm going to buy the mech today. By the end of the today, I'm going to get the little mech. Uh-oh. Did Twitter just giving me feeds? No, Twitter, stop giving me feeds. No way. Twitter, stop giving me feeds. No. No. Why, Lord? Why? No. Let me see now. Let me go into my messages. Okay, it was more. So basically, James Bond is going to be like that. But hey, it could be a good game. I mean, if it's got better graphics and everything, if it looks better. Because hey, that's the thing though. I mean, Just Cause was a pretty fun game, but it was kind of buggy though. If they really do a good job with this one, let's see. Let's just wait and see, guys. Let's just wait and see. I'm playing Beyond Galaxy Land. It's free on the weekend now. Nice, 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 Reggie. Tell me how it is. Tell me how it is. Chat always check for those. Yeah, you gotta check that out. Yeah, let's go. Let's go look for that, Reggie. Let's go look for that. Free to play weekend games. Okay. So for the free to play days, we have. Let's see. For this weekend, we have Madden 26. We have Shinobi Striker from Naruto, Beyond Galaxy Land, and Topspin 250. Nice. That's some pretty good sweet titles right there to play. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff to bring in and talk about. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, a lot of trending today about the I'm seeing a lot of things about the Pro. What's going on with the Pro? Hmm. Nothing beats GoldenEye on NSD. That is so true, man. I mean, I gotta say something about GoldenEye and 64, man. That was fun back in the day. Going to the friend's house and playing that thing. I mean, we went to bed late just playing GoldenEye. That was a beautiful time of gaming right there, man. We were just sitting there, just doing stuff, just putting us proximity mines. We went in there trying to chop each other. We used the golden gun. Oh Lord, that golden gun was funny as hell. We were just laughing. And what was the guy's name? That was pretty short in the game. My God, you couldn't get a hit on that MFer. What was his name? Ah, man. Seriously, what was his name though? The short guy that used to run around just beating. I mean, you picked that guy up, you ran around beating people up, you couldn't shoot, you couldn't. I mean, it was kind of hard to get him. What do you think about the Legion Go Z2 and the pricing 8.8? Odd job. There you go. Odd job. Yeah, when you picked odd job. So Roman is asked, what do you think about the Legion Go Z2 and pricing with 8.8 OLED? All right. So the Legion Go Z2 is the new one. Is it the Lenovo? Right? Lenovo Legion Go 2. So let's go check this out. Let's read about it. I was gonna say that for Monday's show, but okay, let's talk about it real quick. So Legion Go Legion 2 official. Let's read about this real quick. Let me see so I can give you my sweet opinion about it. I know there's gonna be more news by the time it goes by. Yeah. Probably we'll get some more news on Hollow Knight Silksong to talk about. So Legion Go 2 official Lenovo's new flagship camera costs 1,099, so 1,100 and up. So Lenovo's Legion Go was polarizing handheld gaming PC, and that won't change. The official company announced its successor today. The Legion Go 2 is slightly bigger, heavier, and it costs $400 more than the original. Holy smokes. When I first saw the picture, I was like scrolling down and the guys posted Lenovo Legion Go, and I was like, man, this looks like a Engage. I don't know why. It looked like it at the first of the moment, so I was like, Engage is back. Oh no, it's a new device. So yeah, it looked like the Engage real quick. But in many other, it looks like a Lenovo Listen. So this handheld has its switch-like detachable wireless controllers, built-in kickstand, and hidden optical mouse. It might just be the ultimate portable PC when it arrives in October. Where the newly sculpted controllers made it more comfortable to hold on the mouse around. Now it also has 50% more battery, which is a good thing. And possibly the best handheld screen money can buy. Sweet. Not only did Lenovo find an 8.8-inch OLED panel and the inky blacks and gorgeous color OLED can afford, its true 30 144 hertz variable refresh rate screen with a native landscape orientation, meaning even games that only maintain 31 to 32 FPS on its handheld chip, which should still give you extra frame smoothness over 30. The Legion Go didn't have VRR at all, and many VR screens only go down to 48 HZ, so 30 HZ hertz is a nicely improvement. And because Lenovo picked a lower resolution panel at 1920 times 200, 1200 instead of the overkill 2560 times 1600 of the original, it should be that much easier for its new Zen 2 or Z2 Extreme to deliver enough frames too. So let's take a look at the scanner. So it's got a Z2 chip, memory 16.2 or 32 DDR5, okay, 74 watt hour, all right. Size 2 point, wow, it's heavy, 2.38 pounds. Hmm. Speaking of those chips, I mean 2.38 pounds. Let's do a test right here. Weight of an Xbox controller. 9.9 ounces, not standing. It's only 280 grams. And it's comfortable though, but 2 pounds, it's 2 pounds or something though. I need to grab something that weighs 2 pounds. I mean, I don't know how is that going to be in the hand though, but it's pretty. It looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy machine. But in order for me like to side by side compare, number one, the price it's huge in price. I mean, it's 1,100. I mean, if you get that, mm, if you were like close to the price of the Xbox One Ally X or something like that, it would have been okay. That's a pretty good price now. Even though we still don't know the price of the Xbox One Ally X though, but wow. I mean, I don't know. the price is a little bit off though, I gotta say. But hey, it's handhelds. It's kind of hard. Like to for a handheld, it's kind of hard to distinguish what is like the price of the handheld. Because usually some handhelds go between 500 to 800 bucks, or some of them go from 300 to 800 or to 1,000, right? But usually it's the normal price range. But 1,100 though is pretty off the dot though. Pretty off the dot. I mean, that's a lot of money, Chad. That's a lot of money. I gotta say, it's a lot of money. Hold on, let me see. I'm getting messages here. Let's see now. What's cooking over here? Checking my cell phone real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, done. But yeah, the price is a little bit off. Price is a little bit off. But yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Once they release the Xbox One X and start doing the comparisons, because I bet you're going to do the comparisons. I bet you're going to talk about it, and yeah, they're going to show it side by side. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's wait and see. Oh, check. Listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. I gotta go out there, run some errands, do a couple things. Short and sweet show. Have my fun today. Have my slander. Talk about how fun. That seeing how Twitter got all together and decided to promote this game. Fun. How to see this game sold. Funny. And also funny how I mean, seriously, an indie game went out there and kicked ass. And not only that, one of the things I loved, it did not take advantage of the price point. So pretty sweet. So, chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. What you've all been playing, chat? What you've all been playing. So, guys, I'm getting a lot of work messages, so I gotta head out to the office today. I really do gotta head out. Let me see now. I'm reading something right here. It says here from Sakana's checkout service, 100 plus income households now account for 43% of video game hardware purchases, up from 36% from just years ago. 18 to 24 olds account for 3% VG hardware purchases during the 12 months ending July 2025, down from 10% in 12 months ending July 22. So this is like the whole article about Ralph Fahey explores the lack of price cut in the console hardware is turning into a huge problem for mass market franchises. Yeah, because the whole thing, the guy from hold on 1 second, chat. Gotta check something else. Oh wow, saw some good news. God damn, I didn't figure it out. What you all been playing, chat? What you all been playing? Like I said, I've been playing some Helldivers. I've been having a blast. I've been enjoying Helldivers too. And yeah, maybe I'll be back here tomorrow. Let's see if nothing comes by. I gotta get to playing games, man. I gotta come back and play some Barbie. I've not played the Barbie game. I'm getting my butt kicked with that one. Like I'm kicking myself. Like Louis, you gotta come back and play some games. So tomorrow, since tomorrow's Saturday, if I wake up early, I'll hop in. Still on Ninja Gaiden? Really? What? Oh man. But which one though? You're talking the 2D platformer Ninja Gaiden Ragebound? The Shinobi one is pretty sweet. Don't rest on that one. Don't rest on that one. Don't rest on Ninja Gaiden. Don't I mean on Shinobi. Don't rest on that one either. I mean these 2D platformers, like I said, indie developers are kicking ass these days. We gotta pay close attention to those games. We have to. We have to pay close attention to those games. We seriously do. They're really doing a good job. Man. I mean, better than the AAA games. I'm not kidding you. They're doing a good job. There's some AAA games that are great. They're fantastic, but indies have now been kicking ass, especially with Unreal 5. They've been doing an amazing job with that. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for memberships. Thank you all for super chats. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I really do. You guys are amazing. Seriously, love you guys to the end. So chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and an awesome Friday. And just in case, an awesome weekend too. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET when we do come back with Silent Cypher, The Big Plume, and Sour Blow. And also on today, Fridays, they invite me if they don't, XPI en Español at 7 p.m. ET with Elvis Aliencita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys. And if I don't see you tomorrow morning, I will see you on Monday morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.